Hello, everyone. This is Daisy X Machina, the drag queen detective who investigates all things speculative in science fiction, fantasy, and horror. And Lynette is here. Thank you so much, Lynette, for showing up. I apologize for missing last week, and I'm always afraid I miss a week. No one's going to show up this week, but Lynette's here. Yay! Yeah, I am feeling better. I just woke up and I had this like splitting headache that was just like right here. And I don't know if it was allergies, and I get them like a couple times a year. I don't think they're migraines, but it was just like I just couldn't get ready. But I had planned to. But anyway, I'm here now, feeling better. And I guess how is everyone's reading going? As I think I said last time I met up. Oh, Mooney's here. Hey, Moon. The last time I was on, I had mentioned I'm definitely going to get the three-body problem, and I did. And I haven't finished it. It's taken me a while, but I'm like, I'll probably finish it tomorrow. I'm like over 80% through on the Kindle, and I am enjoying it. I do understand why it is so acclaimed, and did it win the Hugo, or one of the books in the series at least won the Hugo. I just find it, and I totally understand that what I am reading is the translated version. I don't know the impact in the original Chinese, of course, but I do find it really dense at times, and some of the dialogue is just like a page of text, you know. So I'm also curious that it's being made into a Netflix show, because of all the novels I've read, this one seems like there's very little action. It just doesn't seem like it would be a very good story to adapt to a movie or a series. So I'm curious. I don't know how well it's going to be received by at least the American audience that really likes the fast-paced type of shows, especially when it comes to their science fiction. So I'm curious, and I'll read the second book. But I'm taking a break from it because one thing I am not a big fan of, and this has nothing to do with the writing or anything, it's just my personal preference, is that it's very nihilistic and sort of grim, you know. It's not a very uplifting book, in other words. So we'll see. Thank you for joining for however long. You finished 4 books since last time. No surprise here. Or you could just, it'll be on a playback, so you can see it, Mooney. The Tusk of Extinction that I mentioned in Shelve It or Shove It. Hey, John Crow, thank you for joining. The Left-Handed Dog, about an Earthling and her dog who are abducted by aliens. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, I went out and bought a new wig. I actually bought 2 wigs. Like I need any more wigs. But there was a flash sale and I couldn't stop myself. And I figure buy 2 wigs on sale will hold me for a while. So, I was talking with, or emailing with Wilma Fingerdew, who it's another drag queen that does the Fingerdew reviews of mostly Drag Race. And she sent me, because she had an extra, she gets a lot of PR of this Saints, Angels, what's it called? Angels, Saints, and Sinners. Because I always complain that I like a sparkly lid, but I don't like using wig glue, and a lot of things don't stick. So Wilma sent me this. She had an extra thing of what she calls these toppers, what I can put over eyeshadow to give it some pizzazz. These two are a little green, so I don't know if I could use those. Maybe this one because it's more gold, but I definitely want to try these. Which means I'm going to do a purple-ish lid and maybe how about just do an orange shadow with a purple lid. Swedish Mystery, The Ninth Grave. Too violent and too long for me. Ooh, 3 out of 5. Cool Gamers here. Yay. Your cat isn't going to join us. First of all, you're at cousin's house and you started uni. Somebody else passed away. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. Oh, 18 years was a good age for a cat. Good long age for a cat. Okay, anyway. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to do orange-ish. Okay. Okay. So I think I'm going to lay down a layer of red and then put orange over it. See how that goes. Okay, now I'm going to put orange over the red. Okay, the theory behind that is it's supposed to give a deeper orange with more dimension. So I finished the Percy Jackson Disney show. And I was thinking about today doing a little review on it. And I also wanted to do a video on Octavia Butler because I've been doing some Googling and coming up with like 10 little known facts to continue with that series. Bookshop at the Back of Beyond, middle grade, third book in Edge of Magic series. Is that Ursula? Not Ursula. Andre Norton? Bookshop at the Back of Beyond. I'm going to have to look that one up. Yeah. Spinning for a read. You have 30 books on your spinner. Dun dun dun. He slept in my clothes closet, so he liked being with me. Oh, that's cute. The 4-Day Planet by H. Beam Piper. Is that one of the fuzzy? That's what Piper is known for, right? The I want to say fuzzy. The or furry creatures, whatever. You know, Lynette does her wheel spins. Not allowed to watch Percy Jackson until your wife returns from hospital. Oh, I love that. I like the 10 Little Known Facts series. Yes, hopefully your wife will be healthy and back soon. Oh, I wanted to see that. The Boy and the Heron, that's the new Miyazaki animated. And I didn't feel like going to the theater. It's so rare I go to the theater, but yeah, I want to see it as soon as it comes to the TV. I may even rent it on the TV if it's not too much. 4 to 6 weeks. That's too long, John. Amy Sparks. Okay, I don't know that one. Fuzzy Papers. Little Fuzzy by H.B. Piper, right. So, and there's like a series of them, right? So I was wondering if your book was in part of this series. Okay, anyway, I'm going to continue this orange. Okay, I want to go for another fluffy brush and go with a lighter shade of orange. Then maybe I'll just go to yellow for the edges. No. Okay, so wasn't quite what I was expecting, but oops. go with some white. Okay, it's not a fuzzy book. It's really weird since overall we have war alarms. So when we saw in the cinema, they said what to do when the movie played. Yipes. Yipes. Gosh. I really feel sorry for you living in that end of the world. Things are rough. Went for a 10,000 step walk yesterday, and halfway through it, I remember I had a rally to go to. So you ended up doing 20,000 steps. Lynette, you are a machine. You are out of control. The movie started with an alarm, but we got a warning that was just a scene in the movie. God, the world we live in, guys. And of course, here in America, we're going through another election season. And I really do kind of expect Trump to win, but I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen? Oh man, just throwing everything around. I do want to try to darken up. Okay. Six-mile walk to the hospital, 3 miles there and back. Not sure how many steps that is. I think a mile is like 2,000 steps, I think. War makes me feel sad, scared, and worried. Rue talking to me. Are you talking to me? Thank you for joining us again. I'm going to call you Rue, but are you talking? Yeah, I know it's really stressful. I will say this alarm sounds like my childhood noise since when my family moved north of the country, a different war happened. Now it is not real. I once looked at a movie, Arctic Blast, starring Michael Shanks, which was set in Tasmania, but made for an American audience. They had warning alarms going, but we don't have warning alarms in Tasmania. I don't think I've ever lived anywhere with warning alarms. I don't recall anyway. Okay, I'm going to use some black. And I had to take my car in again today. I think I really purchased a lemon, but or this week. But it's a 2011 Mercedes. It's just like every year something unexpectedly happens to it. And it's just really for us locally to do things. So I'm like, okay, just last couple years, couple more years, and okay. So go back with orange and try to. Okay. By the way, I have to go to sleep and have a great time. Okay, thank you for joining us, Booney. Always glad to see you. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I started The Purple Cloud by M.P. Shile, but the beginning was so slow. I can understand why H.G. Wells is better known, though he and Shile wrote during the same era. Huh. Never read anything by Shile. I might give The Purple Cloud a second go in case it picks up. Don't know the authoress. Yeah, I don't know that one either. Okay, so what I'm going to do is stamp on some purple and then see what happens when I put these toppers over it. Okay, so okay, this was supposed to be a lighter shade, but I don't think it is. Okay. Oh boy. Will this be wig number 26? With a U-like moon of crusted snow. Okay. Okay. So now we are going to see Hoping it'll be picked up by a brush. It's definitely shiny. Now, my hope was this was going to be like translucent. So you could like see the shadow under it. I'm going to try this darker. Well, this is kind of red. See what I may do. Just tap over it. Okay, so those are the eyes. Reading Chasing the Boogeyman by Richard Chismar. Don't know that. It's about indigenous tribe who are cut off from the rest of the world because something bad has happened to the outside world. Follow-up book to Moon of Crusted Snow is being released later this month on your birthday. Happy birthday! So buy it as a present to yourself. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I'm just going to... Okay, so I think I'm done with, well, I shouldn't say done, but with the colors. I still need to put on the black chroma cake. One thing I happen to, we happen to be subscribed to HBO Max because um, Janet, well, both of us, both me and my husband wanted to see the Golden or Gilded Age. But since we have HBO, we're watching the True Detective, uh, the new season with Jodie Foster, because Jodie Foster. And it's such a weird show. I wish I knew if it was speculative or not, because it's kind of, uh, it's kind of feeling that way with this like abandoned research station. The scientists are found frozen in the snow. I kind of hope it is. Oh, it is set in this Alaskan town where apparently it's commonplace for people to see ghosts. It's like, oh yeah, my husband showed me where the dead bodies were, and my husband's been dead for 10 years or whatever. Okay, so I believe I am fine with this. I need to put on a bottom color. I think I may. No, we'll just keep the orange. I'm gonna say maybe I should try a different color, but we're just not gonna go too crazy. Okay, I guess I'm gonna continue with a bit of yellow. And then smoke it out. Lori is here, yay! Thank you for just popping in, even if you can't stay long. Butler's kind of being rediscovered now. I'm really happy to hear that. I'm not seeing any indication that she is, except there was a miniseries of Kindred on AMC or Hulu or whatever that was pretty good. Not my favorite Butler story. I preferred Wild Seed is my favorite Butler novel, but it's in that Patternist show or series. Read Wild Seed by Butler last year. All right. Yeah, let's hope she recovers. Yes, Lori has things to do, unlike the rest of us. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Come on, more orange. Okay, I think that's where we're landing with the eyes. I have some orangey blush. Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys, I think this is it. I really am liking how shiny the lids are with this Saint. It's called the Cupid palette. But yeah, gift from Wilma Fingerdew. Thank you, Wilma. Also read Science of book this year. I have to choose between Jurassic World, Science of Game of Thrones, or Science of Stephen King or Middle Earth. I think Jurassic World would be more interesting because Game of Thrones, I guess the science of the dragons, and I don't know what you'd be looking at. Stephen King, I don't know. For science, I like the more futuristic stuff in Jurassic. World we live in is about to have a war, and if Trump wins, I'm out of here. Oh, by the way, just because I'm researching Octavia Butler, and I haven't read it, the sequel to Parable of the Sower, it's like the second book in the Parable duology. A lot of people say was predicted Trump because it's the rise of white nationality in the year 2020, I think. But it's interesting. Take a nap, Lori. If he becomes president, he can pardon himself of federal crimes and not state crimes. Who knows what he'll do? He is just out of control, in my opinion. Oh, thanks, Debuli. You like the look? Again, thank you to Wilma for this Cupid palette from Angels and Saints and Sinners. Did I buy it used? The palette? No, Wilma, she gets a lot of PR, and she had 2 of these, and she sent me the extra. This is a new palette. I don't think I would want a used palette. Maybe it's okay. It's from Wilma, but okay. Lips. Yeah, would not be surprised if Trump wins, simply because the pendulum swings back and forth, and usually we flip flop between Democrat and Republican, and it's kind of the Republicans' turn. He just seems so unusual to me as a. I want to say as a crazy person. He's just seems so out there. But 30 to 40% of Americans will definitely vote for him. He's really popular with like 30%. Damn it. These lips aren't even. Actually, they're fine. So I guess I should do a purple lip. So it's a science of Game of Thrones would look at the wall. Oh yeah, yeah, I could see that. Oh, the grayscale, the disease. Yeah. Good night, moon. Good night, moon. Maybe using ravens to send messages. They're not really Republicans anymore. Most presidents do get a second term, so maybe it won't be Republicans about 2028. Hey, Cappuccino, thank you for joining us. Yay. Old GOP is gone. It's just Trump now. Yeah. It's not your father's GOP anymore. Although my father liked Trump. He died a while ago. But he liked Trump the first term. I'm not sure if it was really Trump's policies or just sticking it to the Democrats. I have a Okay, this is what this is what we're ending up with. Australian politics is boring compared to U.S. politics. I wish we had boring politics. Oh, for the days when we had boring politics. I mean, the thing to wonder about is how much of our politics is shaped now by social media and just living in echo chambers. Because what I hear on like Twitter or X or whatever it's called and YouTube is not what a Republican sees or hears. It's like we really are living in two different realities. Okay. But how much is that caused by social media? I mean, Fox News was pre social media, and I know MSNBC sort of the response to Fox News. But if you go back to like the 90s before they were really bifurcated, I mean, I recall the Rachel Maddow show, she had on Pat Buchanan as sort of her, I think she called him her crazy Republican uncle or whatever. But they would have like back and forth discussions where they would actually debate issues. But you don't really hear like honest debates anymore. Like there was that show, the McLaughlin Hour, where they had pundits from the right and left. And I think McLaughlin was allegedly in the middle. I don't know. But after he died, they didn't really carry on with it. And I can't think of anything that is similar. Okay. I put this big poker in my eye. It's just to spread the glue, which I got a little gloppy with. Okay, well, I think this is the look. Yeah, I would love U.S. politics to be more boring and less existential. It's exhausting. I agree. Thank you, John. Everyone likes my eyes. Really hope Trump gets conviction in court, but that seems to be wishful. Yeah, he's not for the election. It's part of the reason we are the most interesting country in the world. Yes, me. We live in interesting times, as the old curse goes. Our biggest scandal was when the government sent debt notices to thousands and thousands of people on welfare. It turned out the government acted illegally and had to pay all the money back. That's funny. Yeah, the suspense is always gets you. Government insisted people were overpaid when they weren't. Oh no, at least 2 people committed suicide. That is awful. Okay, well, I'm going to be this. Okay, so the new wig. Dun 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 dun. So it's a short lavender wig. Where's the other? Here it is. Next week I'll show you the second wig, which is crazy. That wig is crazy, but this, I just don't have one quite in this style, and I always like this lavender color. And I want to say it's like a businesswoman because of the sort of helmet swoop, I guess you'd call it. And the bangs, and it's brushed up. I guess I could wear things here. Anyway. And here we have it, the final look. And the eyes, courtesy of Wilma Fingerdew, if you like the shiny bits. Yes, wig with bangs, because you know I like a hard front. Thank you, John. We used to subscribe to HBO, but only because I love Bill Maher. Yeah, he's great. He's really good. Yeah, I'm one of those that just sort of cycle through the different subscription channels, and you because it's expensive to hold them all at once. So I just picked up HBO, and after this True Detective, I may turn it off, or it depends on if that dragon, what's it called? House of the Dragon comes back on, I'll keep it for that. Thank you, John. Okay, guys. Well, like I said, I'm going to try to film my review of the Harry Potter, of the Percy Jackson series that just finished airing on Disney. And then I want to do 10 little known facts of Octavia Butler. And I don't think many people know much about Octavia Butler beyond that she's a science fiction writer. So maybe any fact I come up with is going to be little known, but we'll see. Okay, guys, thank you for coming, and I'll be here again next week. And I hope you weren't disappointed. I had to cancel last week, but as usual, may all the books you read be blessed.